Hello, folks.
Oh, a commercial.
I was about to say, let's not start it off with a commercial. I'm on my way to doing a commercial. I was like, nah, let's not do a commercial yet, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Picture Premium and the championship celebration of the Big Picture. Folks, we did the pay-per-view known as Hollywood Heat, and even before the pay-per-view, our hot summer run started with the Big Picture. Show it off, Rambo, becoming the Border Wars champions.
Oh,
Started with
baby.
the Border Wars Championship, myself, Rambo, Apocalypse, and the man behind the cam, Nick B. Nimble.
Wave to Nick Nimble. What's up, Nick?
Shout out, Nick.
Nimble. Then, following that, on a Sunday night fight, it was the man who called his shot. They tried to hide him for as long as they could. Harvey Luster, he could hide no longer, and he took on Coach Brad one-on-one for the Deep South Championship. And if you see what's on his shoulder right now, folks, you'll know that the Deep South champion is Coach Brad. And it seems to be a theme here with people running from the big picture because the protectors of the light, they couldn't protect very well. But they protected as best they could from avoiding us at Southern Fried Gaming Expo. The Mop Boys, well, on Sunday, like I said on Ignite before, they could run no longer. And the Mop Boys are the LFF World's Tag Team Champions. That's right, folks. I am going to celebrate with a little bit of California Rosé here, and I'm going to let my faction mates take it over while I pop the bubbly.
Can we just start with something? Worst team ever, right? Not BTE. It's WTE. You can't run away for a month, take your white shirt off, and then get absolutely clowned by two higher competitors, two much more skilled members of the community, members of my faction, the Big Picture. You can't just show up and job with your best team ever shirts on, all right? You might as well stick to the light if you're going to show up and not even show out.
Yeah, well, that's so cute because they did
Phil's
show
word.
up
Those
with
were
the
Phil's
light
words.
and they blasted our faction mates with light tubes, and yet they fought through that and brought home the belts where they belong, to the Big Picture, baby.
Let's take a minute to talk about these light tubes and shovels and all this kind of stuff. As champion of the Deep South Division, I vow I will never lose or win a match or whatever you want to say by disqualification. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me. I may play those cards, but hey, you know what? Deathmatch King doesn't care, baby. I can't be DQ'd. So if you're going to come at me, you better come at me ready.
That's big thinking right there. Big thinking.
Absolutely. And you know what, folks? I got my bubbly here. Whether you got a smoke or a drink, let's just have a toast. Cheers to the Big Picture. Many years to come. Obviously, the front runner for Faction of the Year. Should have had it last year, but, I digress. And shout out to our fearless leader, the Phil Birch. Couldn't do it without you, Phil. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Salute.
And I couldn't do it without the hard-working talent of the Big Picture, the Underhoss, Coach Brad. Johnny Correa is there. I promise you guys. He can't see, so we can't make it to a lot of promos. Then we've got TBG picking things up, putting them down. Going to put another hurting on Titan absolute clown to challenge our faction. Rambo Apocalypse running every single stream. Nick Nimble behind the camera. We've got New Hotness, who unfortunately couldn't make here tonight to celebrate their 10-month run. What are they on? Just an absolute tear here.
It's definitely getting close to a year.
They own the Midwest Coast Tag Division right now.
Of course, Business Time Ben, who unfortunately has much more pressing matters than attending a celebration, as he is keeping us all with jobs.
Facts.
And just as much as Coach Brad bumped the ref for us on Sunday, we were accompanied by our business associate, and he didn't have our decks locked and loaded.
Oh, I love the suitcase. The suitcase was beautiful.
It was. The business time briefcase was there, ready to go. And, yeah. Anybody have any questions for any of the champions?
So
I have
I
a
do.
question. Okay, go ahead,
I'm
Rando.
so glad you asked that, Coach Brad.
I was
Yes,
going to ask
sir.
you a question
How
too.
does it feel to take down the man that people said were damn near fucking impossible with this, Anastasia Morningstar that gives a +2 to the 5, which hits the 7 gimmick. People were just getting obliterated. Only one person came close to that, and that's Piglet's favorite person, Dr. Dumbass, that came close to beating him. You're the only one that has successfully done this. Tell us, how does it feel to be better than everybody else?
Vindicated.
Yes.
Let me vindicate it. I told y'all months ago I wanted Harvey Luster. I was going to be that guy. And look, it's not the first time I've called my shot. The Phil Birch and I, we came from another game. And there was a tournament I played in, and there was another podcast show I was on, and I called my shot about winning a tournament. And Phil Birch, can you remind me what happened in that event?
Well, I'm just gonna go out here and guess that you won the event.
That's
Coach
right. I
Brad.
was Babe Ruth. I pointed to center field, and
I'm
I
just gonna go
said,
ahead and guess.
I'm going to win this thing. And guess what I did? Hey, it took months and months for the Deep South GMs to realize I was the obvious choice to take the crown, to take this belt. And, I guess I finally got Chief's attention by showing up on a couple of his Thursday nights and dominating them. I guess that's what we got to do in the Deep South. So if anybody wants to come after me, hey, there's a pretty solid pathway. Go to Chibi's on Thursday night, do it like I did, and then get your shot.
What these GMs don't realize, and maybe if we could make a suggestion for you now, if you're looking at Coach Brad as a contender, you probably, if you want to protect your champion, you better give Coach Brad the shot quick, because Coach Brad is Coach Brad. He's a strategist. He knows the game. He's like Batman when it comes to prep time. You give Coach Brad 6 months, and he tore that man's deck apart. He was way above and beyond in strategy.
Much
Harvey
film.
Luster was playing cards that he didn't even know couldn't stop your cards, Coach
Absolutely.
Brad. I mean, you were so deep in that man's mind for the past 6 months.
Apparently, Harvey Luster doesn't watch Big Picture Premium because he would have known about how that card works. But I digress.
Absolutely known. Unfortunate set of circumstances because, as we did see in one of Misfits' title events, that card doesn't say via disqualification at all. It just doesn't.
Just that's disqualification, baby.
It's a real shame. Real damn shame that happened. You hate to see it.
So, question for the Underhoss.
Sure.
We were close last year. We were on the cusp of winning those belts, and I would have loved to win those belts with you. But how much better does it feel to win those belts with your main man, your right-hand guy, your left-hand guy, the blind guy, Johnny in Korea?
Brad, I won't lie, it would have felt great to win the belts with you as well. I'm not going to disparage you at all, but I mean, this was a 3-year goal for me and Johnny Korea. I mean, when we really started the game, being the world's tag team champions is really what we wanted to do and what we wanted to accomplish. And, with Phil Birch by our side and the rest of our faction mates, nothing is impossible for the big picture. I mean, you want a great talk show, you want great promos, you want to win championships, you want to drink delicious bubbly, and premium nuts, it's all comes with being in the big picture. So, it was really great. And, I got to give a shout out to a star of Big Picture Premium. The Candy Man, saw in us that we deserved a title shot. A lot of other people that ran the tag team GM role, didn't think that Johnny Korea and I deserved a tag shot. With our first tag team tournament at Origins 22, we unfortunately lost to Cheetah and Penguin in the finals. So, I mean, we came out hot immediately, but nobody would recognize our greatness besides the Candy Ma'am. And, we got to give a shout out to her. I think she deserves it. And, there were a lot of people that helped us, get there. I mean, we were trained by the tag team masters. Quite a few members of this faction were members of the DWO and the Dangerous Alliance. If they didn't, help us, coach us, get us to where we needed to be, we probably wouldn't be holding these world tag team titles right now, but we are. And, just as much as we, model our faction, similar to the higher class, the DWO was built off of two great tag teams, which I think the big picture is built off of two great tag teams as well. So,
Same question to you, Johnny Correa. How's it feel to win the belts with Piglet there?
I mean, it feels great. This was the only thing we really wanted. I mean, when I first started, I realized it takes forever to get an LFF hardcore, LFF heavyweight shot, and so I was like, you know what? Let's just go for something I can get with Piglet. So we just grinded, and also shout outs to BTE because I want to call them BT for this show. We did play a lot of games with them. We probably played at least once a month tag teams. So we were testing a lot early days, and then once we moved to level up, we kind of stopped playing as much. But they're a hell of a tag team too. But I'm happy we finally got it. And we talked about this on Sunday. The greatest thing BT ever did is got Combat Chris off the tag belts again. So like they'll never be
big
known for that.
accomplishment.
That's one of the biggest accomplishments.
A lot of people will forget that they eliminated Combat Chris, but we're going to keep speaking it in so the history is remembered, because that was a major accomplishment. As much smack talk we have for, BTE / Protectors of the Light, what Johnny Correa said is correct. I mean, our two teams enjoy tag team wrestling so much. Oh, get the GM in here as soon as you can, Will.
You got it.
We love, both of our teams love tag team wrestling so much. We would make it a point every locals to play a tag team match, try a new tag team combination, everything like that. What's going on, GM? Hey, Will's going to bring you in here if you can.
That is GM of the year, Candyman, right there.
So
Candy Talk Award Show, baby.
If I may, real quick, I do not have the Candyman here yet, but I do have somebody that wanted to come party with the higher class.
Well, we're close enough.
People, the faction,
the newer, younger,
hotter version of the higher class.
Stronger too.
Big picture. He wants to come party with us, so who are we to deny him a good time?
What's up? Yo, I heard it was a celebration for champions over here.
Absolutely.
Come show off the goal.
In his own right, isn't he?
Damn right, man. Damn right.
Congratulations on turning your career around, Simon.
Oh,
there it is. GM of the year.
There he is, my GM.
Hello, champs. Hello, big picture. Hi, Mikey.
GM.
Wait, no, that's not Mikey. No.
Pick her out. Get her out.
Wait a minute. I don't have my glasses on. And you have the backwards hat and the belt, and that's how Mikey poses in like all the zooms.
Oh man, Simon!
Wow.
Somebody clip that, please. Thank you. Clip that.
Please clip that.
You talk about loving to see your champs, out in the open.
I know.
How many of your tag team champions have had a world tag team celebration? Got the bubbly, the belts, the white tablecloths. Who is doing this?
I know. I love it. I just saw that you guys went live, and I was like, "What are they doing?" And then I was like, "Big picture celebration!" Oh my god, because they won the belts. And then I was like, "Oh, that's so cute."
Yep, Coach Brad has also won him a belt.
Coach Brad won the Deep South in an excellent match.
We kept bringing it got a little muddled there before Rambo invited everybody in, which is totally fine. Welcome to the party, everybody. Love having you on, Candyman. Love the prize fighter. Glad you're working your way up the card.
Thank you.
I just gotta say, and this is just, maybe this is recency biased. Is the big picture the greatest tag team faction ever? Mitchell and I had the world championships. You guys have the world championships. TBG has had the belts. Rambo, I don't think you've had the belts, but maybe you have, and I don't remember
haven't had a
it.
shot yet, though.
Me and Piglet also won
We'll
a
get you the
very
belt.
large tag teams tournament ran by
Large tag team
Candyman.
tournaments
I
won.
would let-
Also, we had New Hotness versus Mott Boys in GG for the finals.
That's true.
It's the
I
greatest
know.
tag team
I think you might be right,
action
Phil. Who am I to argue with you?
Yeah.
My
like
only
I don't-
counter argument would be
Could it-
maybe DW
The
in the
facts
past.
check out.
Could I
But
just
that's not a
add one
faction.
stat real quick?
Absolutely.
I would just like to add to that. TBG, Big Money, one of my favorite tag teams of all time. Shout
Love
out
Big Money.
to the Moneymaker. They were the first ever world tag, and then they have also held the Tri-State tag. So I mean, like, just adding to the accolades of the big picture. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely when it comes to tag, I mean, like, it's a little recency bias for me, especially with me and Evie, because I consider us one of the upper echelons of the tag. But I mean, like, when it comes to just sheer tag team reigns and just numbers and finals and everything, I mean, it's big picture. I mean, like, come on.
Don't worry, Simon. I don't consider myself up there in the reigns of tags. I just happen to have accidentally stumbled upon the belts one day.
I know, that was
I
funny.
found them in the streets. I picked them up, handed one to Mitchell,
Did
and
I-
said, "Guess what, brother man? We're the tag team champs."
Yo,
and then we
yo.
handed them back.
Phil, so when I was Tri-State Tag Champs with Evie, this is the funniest story. Me and Evie got that shot because Cheetah set up a tournament and every other team dropped out. We were the only team that actually played and won a match. So we won the entire tour.
I didn't know that story. That's funny.
Yeah. So remember when he
Perfect.
set up that giant Tri-State tag
Yeah.
thing? Yeah. So me and my original partner, Main Event Brett, we played a match at like 11 o'clock at night against Evil Ed and Turtle, and we won. And then like within the next week, every other team dropped out. So we got the title shot just by process of elimination. And then we
Perfect.
went on to beat Big Match Pete and Loudmouth Leo at PAX that year.
That's wild. So guys, like, I didn't get to have any audio on the tag match that you had,
Mhm.
but I did hear like DQ cards. Like, what are the juicy details from the match the
Okay.
highlights?
Okay, first off, I'll run it by
Okay.
if that's okay. So first off, I got to give a shout out to Hold the Line Harry.
Yes,
Hold the
absolutely.
Line Harry.
Great show.
He
Great
makes
show.
Super Show a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah,
Phil
he
Birch
does.
comes into town, we need a CAC.
My third favorite
When
GM.
the world tag team titles are on the line, we had walk-in entrances for
Oh
both
my
teams.
god.
There were people just shopping in the game shop, Angela, that were surrounding our table to watch. This
That
match.
is amazing.
It was so well hyped.
Oh.
You know, every stream he had the announcement 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, come watch the tag title.
Yeah.
match. So, I won't lie. You know, Johnny Correa was a little hot on his dice, his snake pit. I
Snake
also
guy.
happened to, you know, just show my tag team genius in a few ways. I resolved an unstoppable apron bomb card that turned off a Poison Stars and another number 20 skill card
Ooh.
that the Titan was running. Therefore, I played this card called Wheelbarrow Cutter, which allowed myself and Johnny Correa to both add our submission finishes to our hand in the same turn.
Oh, that's dirty.
There was also, while I'm, you know, gassing myself up, if you will.
Yes, baby.
Gas them up, baby.
They played a blast into the light tubes. Johnny Correa and I were disappointed, but not surprised.
Now, what does that card do? I've heard a lot about this card. but-
Your opponent discards all cards in play, and you bury 3 cards in your opponent's discard pile.
If stopped, what is it?
If stopped,
If stopped, you lose the match
lose
via
the match
DQ.
via
It's my
disqualification.
favorite card. I run
is-
it in everything.
It's
The
a
most
22.
thematic DQ card that's ever been played, by the way. The
Yeah,
most
it's a-
thematic one.
It's true. It is. They did have the theme at least. So, although we found out later that they were running 2 grapple finishes that were DQ as well. So I'm kind of
Ooh.
glad that
Oh,
Johnny
were they
Correa
running
was
Vile
hot on
Driver?
They were running Vile Drivers. We had
Oh.
universal drop kicks though, to be fair
That's
as
good.
well. But they were running Vile Drivers, so I was kind of glad that Johnny Correa was hot on the dice because it probably would have turned ugly. But so they played this card, and Johnny Correa was set up nicely. Both of us had, a couple of cards in play and finishes ready to hit. So as Possum King shouted me out, knowing the spectacle deck is almost as important as knowing your, 1 through 30 card deck. So I had Coach Brad come in and bump the ref, which is a spectacle that says if you have, it's a Newman spectacle. It says if you have less cards in your hand than your opponent, the match does not have disqualification.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I had 6 cards. Breimer had 9. I used the spectacle card, and then Johnny Correa proceeds to stop with
it.
number 6. We keep the board alive and continue the turn. From then, it was a little bit back and forth, but it was basically us working to get to our finishes. And then eventually, I was able to resolve my submission finish at crowd meter 1 after Johnny Correa hit a jumping pile driver with a 10. Breimer was able to kick out on an
Crazy.
agility 10, which was
How do
pretty
you remember all of this detail? This
I
is
almost popped for the
I can remember the whole
pile
match
driver.
too.
Yeah,
Ange.
and
that's
then-
wild.
And then a little back and forth, and I resolve crowd meter 1, finish sub. Dustin, the Titan, was out. He had no more outs for it, so it was basically if Breimer drew it, Breimer didn't draw it. I
Yeah.
rolled power 9 to a 10, and they couldn't break out on the 10.
Oh,
and
a 10.
and we
So it
became
wasn't
the world's tag team champion.
I love the setup over there with both belts, the bubbly, the.
Oh, thank you
the-
so much.
the
Thank you.
things.
The party nuts. You like that? You like that?
I love it.
Absolutely.
It's
Party never
great.
stops.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't realize it was only a 10.
It was just sometimes a 10's all you need.
Sometimes all
Yeah.
you need is a 9 and you become tag champs, right? Right, GM, man?
Yeah.
All I needed was
True.
an 8 because my opponent kept rolling 7.
That was incredible.
That
I
was
mean,
incredible.
for real, excellently
True.
done on what had to be the most cooked to dice I have ever seen in my entire life. Great job defeating the cooked
Yeah,
dice.
Brad. I don't know if you know this. They
That
had
guy
like
only rolled 7.
they
Yeah.
had a 7 counter on the stream.
Yeah, we did. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, after the stream, I did the math collectively over the entire match. Coach Brad had minus 32 over
Yeah.
that entire match, and he still made it through. Well, because yes, congrats. Yeah,
That's what champions
I did
do.
help him on one of those just to show him
Walkers.
like I didn't care if he rolled a 7. I'm like,
I-
roll another 7. I don't care. I'm still
Oh, yeah.
winning this
He
match.
rolled
Damn.
7 16 times. It was
Yep, 16 was my
Disgusting.
count too. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of derp, GM ma'am, I just want to
Yeah.
let you know I may have a little history between the new upcoming contenders. They may have
Really?
wasted. They may have wasted a week and a half of planning just for a 3-minute. Simon was commentating that match. He was there.
Tell
Drew
me.
was busy, so Drew told me to set up a match between me, Nick Nimble, and then the Born to Shit Fuck Boys, whatever you want to call them. It took me a week and a half to get this match
Wow.
set up.
Yeah.
If we set it up, we're in the pre-show Zoom room talking smack. Turn, I think 3, loaded gut punch comes out. I was
Yep.
like,
Loaded gut punch.
you made me wait a week and a half to set this up for 4 people, and a loaded gut punch comes out.
Oh,
Stop it.
So
Did you
you're-
stop it.
Yeah, well, I stopped it. We
You're
won.
You're the best.
He
Yeah.
so
Best in the
not
world.
only did he stop it, he literally asked the chat. He asked the audience, "Should I stop it or
Oh.
not?"
And Schmidt
I
also
remember
messed up the
this.
points. Schmidt messed up the points because we won.
Yeah,
Not Born
yeah,
to
Shit.
yeah, yeah. Schmidt. Oh yeah, Schmidt owes me like 5,000.
No.
I'm still
I
missing
remember
points from
that.
So
Yeah,
I'm just
Schmidt needs
saying,
to pay his
Ange,
debt.
Yeah.
your
I'm
new
excited.
contenders-
Are you guys
Yeah.
nervous about facing them? Do you think
Facing
it'll
who?
be?
I don't know. Dwayne's
A
been on
big
a
hit?
real.
Not really. Not much makes
was
me
about to say-
nervous, to be honest.
Buck hasn't won a match in 4 months.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to get that on stream just to continue his streamed match losing streak right now.
Well, I think they're gonna meet up in person, hopefully.
We're gonna
And then,
try. We're in
yeah.
discussions about it. I mean,
Chuck is ass.
Chuck his ass.
They're kind of making it tough. If they want us to come to Huntsville, Business Time Ben is negotiating for us. I don't know if we should just go to Huntsville for free.
Right.
Absolutely.
We might have to talk to your office about that. If we're going to play an away game as it is, we might, maybe some extra money, maybe a guaranteed shot down the road. You never know. Business Time Ben will negotiate with you.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing what he has to offer.
Speaking of champions, I see the AC champion, Carlos Lumbre, is in chat. Shout out, Carlos.
Carlos, we love you, bro.
Carlos is my guy.
Thank
Carlos
you,
is
Eddie
never
Fury.
going to lose.
Eddie Fury in the chat.
The moat
What's going on, Eddie?
Eddie Fury. If anybody in the chat, that's true. Chuck is straight out. If anybody is in the chat is looking to join the celebration, please just reach out to a little DM to Rambo.
Oh wait, here's a guy that would like to join.
We will try to fit you in the best we can.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite people in the world.
Hey.
Cheers to the Candy Man.
It's the Candy Daddy.
Cheers,
Candyman and a lot of us go way back. So
way
Yeah.
back.
way back.
Long time.
Always exciting. Always excited to see you. Hope you've been doing well, man. Hope you've been doing
Hey.
well.
We're doing all right. Anne says she still hasn't gotten to see Piglet in a singlet, though.
Oh, that's true.
I think that's an easy fix on most nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to see that.
Oh, God.
Is enjoying his 15 minutes of fame after retirement due to the Wolf Guardian.
We
Did
gotta
they
put
ever
him
have-
next to the meatball, see who's
Did
got the
they
bigger
ever have
bulb.
the Eddie Fury Wolf Guardian match? Has that ever happened yet?
So
No,
that
it's
is
coming.
happening. Yeah, so that is happening soon. We did have the Ace Championship tonight.
Yeah, we
Drew,
were watching that.
Drew Madsen defended Casey's son. That the cringe
we watched.
division, man. It is.
Oh, Drew defended.
He did. He
Yeah.
successfully defended.
Gucci.
But the Eddie Fury versus Wolf Guardian match will be brought to you exclusively on Big Picture Premium.
Oh,
The 30th,
wow.
It will be Candy Shop Fights that night on
Beautiful.
Friday night.
Mm.
There we go.
Exciting.
The only place you couldn't broadcast that kind of a match on that other channel. There's no
You can't.
way.
Definitely
Little
not.
too-
The
little too
definition
cringe
of
for them.
cringe, no, not over there. You got to bring it
How
here.
cringy will it get, though?
Pretty cringe.
I'm excited.
And then, that is an exciting return to Big Picture Premium for Eddie Fury, I'm sure, as well, then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How
I said it
exciting.
was
Eddie
time to
Fury's
bring
Actually-
it
coming
back.
back after being the Hollywood heavyweight champion.
Actually, speaking.
Frozen
actually,
World.
That
That's
is.
That's gotta be
That's
it's
Frozen
Casey, right?
Sword.
I
Who?
believe that's the Wolf Guardian.
It's
Yes.
gotta be
Oh,
Yeah,
Wolf
that's probably
Guardian.
him.
Mhm.
Speaking of Eddie Fury, GM man,
Yeah.
we were told forever ago that there was going to be a number one contender match between the Clown World Order and Ironic. What's going on with that? Haven't heard. anything
Yeah.
about
Roddy Ron took a little break, so we're still trying to regroup and figure out when this is happening, if it's happening, should it still happen? That's what I'm asking, Eddie Fury. Should it still happen? I don't know. Tell me why.
I mean, Eddie
I'm just
Fury and
saying.
Split were already defeated by the Mott Boys at Grand
Well,
Gathering.
personally-
I think we should have some time.
I mean,
we have to do it again.
If Ron is not going to show up, I'm sure that any of the fine members of the Big Picture would love to step up to the plate with Nick
Really?
Nimble
Sure.
and take on
Because-
the Clown World Order. I'm sure that anybody would be willing to do
I-
that if Ron is just not feeling up to it. You know, if Roddy Ron's not going
I
for it
mean-
these days,
Yeah.
can't
That's
imagine they wouldn't.
interesting.
I
That
mean,
is
could you-
interesting because Nick is my fan favorite in this. So being
Us
able
two,
to
we can't do any
benefit
of this without
him,
Nick.
right? Being able to benefit him and not hurt him would actually make me very happy.
Well, how about this, Candy Man? I mean, Coach Brad and I had a tag title shot. Rambo, he's got a tag title shot that he'll probably screw Kirk Polka in. I can
Be a
depend
real
on
shame if
I'm
that
sure.
happened.
Yeah,
That's
You know,
the
Be a
real
Phil's
damn
already been
shame.
champion, but it has been a while since the big guy, has been in the world title picture. I could maybe see TBG and NIC,
It's
in a
true.
little contender
Ooh,
match.
ooh.
the big guy is definitely on my radar, and he
Oh,
knows.
breaking
had
news
very
from
long
Brocky Boy.
Somebody hit
What?
Breaking news.
Somebody hit the Sports Center noise.
The Phil Birch versus Loudmouth Leo for the United States title happening this August.
Wow, that's gonna be a great
Oh,
show.
and it has been a
Lord.
long time coming since change has been introduced to the LFF. Since that fateful summer where I lost to the most American man in the LFF. But I want to bring that change back and go after my personal good friend, Loudmouth Leo. I think we can make some good magic on that fine, fine summer night. And we'll see who the better man is for the
Ooh.
United States title.
That's
Also,
gonna be good.
Peeking a little bit forward, Nick Nimble, he is one of the contenders for the Trios Championship.
The Birdcage.
The Birdcage, he's trying to get in there, and he has one of the greatest trio players in his faction, hashtag the big guy, as a resource to help him take this belt.
It's over.
I'm just saying, Nick is going to be very dangerous. You got to look out for him. He's coming for that thing.
Wow.
I look forward to meeting him in the Birdcage.
A lot happening for the big picture. 2024.
Coming, but we are finally getting that respect in all of our shots, baby.
Do you think the leaves finally changed?
The leaves are always changing,
Oh,
season to season, season to season.
They never stop.
See, we've had our seasons, right? Let's talk about the seasons. We had the season of the introduction to the big picture, who we are, what we about, went straight into faction wars.
Yeah, season
Then we had the season of getting big picture premium fully up online, fully going. The addition of Candy Shop Talk was huge, Ignite's huge, Rambo helping run the media team. He is the face of the big picture media team. It's really taken a lot of stress off all the other teammates to go do what we wanted to do, and that's win gold. So this right now, I'm calling it is the season of gold for the big picture. You heard it here first. We're coming after all the belts. We're coming at anything we can get our hands on right now.
hashtag season of gold.
Absolutely. Now we just need to get some of these GMs to stop promising each other title shots and just swap it. It's ridiculous. First of all,
Listen, so
But
guys, like all my tag contenders are from the South. Why? What's happening?
Because we're the
The
best,
best
region.
region.
We're the best region.
the new hotness already
I mean-
used their shot.
You're only booking Deep South.
They
teams.
did.
They did.
They
Yeah,
keep
they lost
winning
to Booker.
everything. They
And
keep
then they
winning
lost
everything.
to Jawjammers.
Jawjammers were champs, Animal Kingdom, and now it's just South after South after South. So
Because
listen up, Tri-State, Midwest Coast. If you're sick of these Southern boys having our belts, then start playing.
Hey, and you rode in the back of a
I
pickup
mean-
truck. You're Southern now.
I-
Don't say our belts like
Well, I
that.
think
You're
the
part of the
Midwest
South,
Coast-
baby.
that's
You're
right.
honorary
Midwest Coast
Southerner.
are tag-
Southern
uh,
man.
GM, ma'am. I mean, like, if you want Tri-State contenders, Evie and I are always down. For a tag title shot. Also, I mean, like, look at who you got sitting right here in the well, it's not Zoom. You got TBG. You got Big Money. They could always get another shot. They always put on a show.
But you know
I
what?
do.
Big
I'm just
big
saying,
guy.
everyone who's won lately has
Plus,
been
you keep the titles in
from
the
the
picture.
South.
Big guy.
Me and
How's your six stop tag going right now?
Oh, six top tag. We just punched our ticket, Big Money, to the semifinals by dropping the clowns.
There we
Oh,
go.
they
Listen.
dropped the
And
clown.
they won a tag
Did the
title
clowns won a shot?
They
What are we
can't-
talking
They can't
about?
even beat Big
Oh.
Guy and Moneymaker in the non-title. Come on,
That's
now.
crazy.
That new
Oh, no.
evidence has
We
to
gotta
be reviewed.
get
Yeah.
this resume.
Oh, listen, it's not my fault they couldn't kick out of an 8 finish roll, guys.
Oof.
That's it.
That's
6,
just a
5,
skill
6.
issue.
Big Money
That's all that
moves
matters.
on.
Hey, winning is winning, baby. Cook your dice like Harvey Luster.
I don't even know who the Skyriders are.
The Skyriders are the teabag.
They're the
Tag
teabag tag
team
champions. Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
One half
Very
of
They
the,
are
irrelevant to
better
me.
at teabagging than we are,
Did you
Johnny
guys
Korea.
see-
They are not better than
Hmm.
tag
one
team
half.
wrestling.
Well, one half of the teabaggers, Casey Ryan did win. I believe it was Huntsville with the Grim Librarian.
Mhm.
I
Yes,
believe
now
they.
that is a legitimate
Yeah.
world tag
I
team.
mean, Ronnie has a finished grapple that is a teabag.
That is true. He does.
I mean,
Mikey, I don't know what a teabag is. Tell me in the comments.
Mikey's mom really doesn't like the teabag tag team.
Yeah.
I've seen that in the comments. She does not like that he is.
Mikey's mom has me blocked on Facebook.
That's
Sorry for that.
crazy.
Why?
I don't know.
Where them
If anyone,
taters?
Handyman, I know you were asking about what a teabag is.
Yeah.
Handyman, do you ever get a headache?
Yeah, a lot.
So if you ever get a headache, one nice thing to do is to take a couple of tea bags and just dip them in a little bit of cold water and go lay down on your bed and just rest those tea bags right over your eyes for a good sleep. And that is a great remedy for a headache. Just a little tea bag right over your eyes.
I don't know how Dan's going to feel about putting this thing in cold water, though.
Do you have any tea?
Huh?
It's spelled like the tree, Casey.
Yeah. I was.
It's
It's spelled with a U.
Everything I do is tree thematic. How did you
Oh my
mess
God,
that up?
Phil! I didn't know that. Holy shit!
My finish is called Broken Branches.
Yeah.
Phil's last name is
leaves
Bird,
are changing.
like the tree,
Yeah.
and that's why he says the leaves are changing because of his last name.
I see why that. You know what, guys? I see why it never picked up. I see why the summer of change never happened.
Everyone outside does not understand.
You need to make a promo like revealing this.
I think that I have an excellent contender for the Ace Championship. I think that the man is the hardest working man in the business. I think Business Time Ben.
Oh,
will get a
baby.
shot at the Ace Championship.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
I like him.
Yes.
Love the pick.
He's a good guy.
Fantastic.
But how can he play if he's already the Deep South champion?
Right.
Well,
True, he does have
as far as
two
I am
championships.
aware,
What? Oh my!
the
All right, we gotta
British division
discuss
doesn't
this.
follow the rules of the LFF, much like the Hollywood Heavyweight division doesn't follow the rules of the LFF.
We got to discuss this now. As a media faction, first and foremost, I need other media promotions in this game to get their facts straight. Coach Brad is the Deep South champion. Do you hear that? Michael Kirk and the Outlaw Mudcast. Yes, I'm calling you out. You wonder why you didn't get an offer to join the Big Picture Media? Huh? Let's maybe get your facts straight, and we'll talk about it at some other time.
Wait, what did Michael Kirk say?
He said Business Time Ben was the Deep South
You
champion.
have to forgive him. He had a very long weekend saying and spelling everybody's names wrong, and also watching that absolute tragedy at Gen Con where disqualification cards were getting thrown rampant. How can he keep all of his facts straight? He probably caught a shovel shot.
Business Time Ben has been offered the shot, baby.
There it is.
Let's go. It's business time.
Somebody text Ben.
Put on his business socks, folks.
Send it to his email, Casey. We'll get it to you after the show.
Yeah, we'll probably respond in about 5 business days.
I think he's actually driving up to Cleveland, Tennessee tomorrow.
It's business.
Oh, he told me he was sleepy. Maybe he is going up.
No, I was about to say, I think he's
leaving.
sleeping to drive tomorrow morning.
When
to
he's
Cleveland,
down to
Tennessee.
his socks, it's time for business, and that's why they call him business.
Cleveland,
socks.
Cleveland, Tennessee was my favorite route to Atlanta because I always knew I was like an hour away, but Johnny Correa told me he could make the drive in 20 minutes. And I was like, this is the craziest human being I've ever seen. He'd always be like, I get to school there. I get there in like 20 minutes. I'm like, you go 170.
When he's flying his North Korean fighter jet, yes, Phil.
It's insane.
I used to go like 110 when I was younger. Yeah, not as
Rambo, we got any questions from the chat?
We don't have.
Or anybody that wants to join in for the celebration.
Get in Rambo's DMs.
Yes.
You DM Rambo, we'll get back to you.
I saw Mr. Rumble was in the chat. He's one of my favorite guys.
Oh, I love Mr. Rumble.
We love Mr. Rumble.
In the Hollywood
We
heavyweight
should get
division.
him in the chat. He's played true champion.
I think he's the biggest star that's not in the big picture today.
I have absolutely played against Mr. Rumble in every single tournament since Mr. Rumble has joined the LFF, and it has been a pleasure every time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that guy.
We're like
He
2-2 or
He went after me at Grand Gathering.
Mr. Rumble.
Yeah, in the.
He went
Grand
after
Battle.
me too, and we respect that.
Everyone went over everyone in the grand battle.
That's
I
not
don't
true.
know.
Well, he went
Yeah,
after
nice
he went
business
after you, but then I eliminated you.
Look, you
so.
can't
Yeah, and you had a tri-state pact with me, you piece of shit, and you
I did.
eliminated me
We-
before Dan.
Hang on. Whoa.
You
It
guys
was
are
a
just
tri-state
not
pact between
good at the
three
grand battle. It's very
tri-state
clear.
people,
I
all right?
won
It was
my
Google
first time.
Backstand, me, and you. We
I'm
eliminated all of the
your
other
fellow
people.
Alright,
elder
that's fine.
emo.
We
Hey, let's,
eliminated all of the other people. I eliminated you. The
Look,
pact
let
was
me
over as soon
tell you
as there was the
something.
three of
Never
us.
get mad about the grand battle match, Candyman, because the grand battle match is 128 people and one person wins. So, like,
And who won?
John Pulverino.
First of all, before Drew comes in here and starts calling us all press 1P marks, we do not support
It's the
what
grand
Mitchell
battle.
did. Mitchell
was put on
a
probation
Mitchell even
for
came
that.
out for the intro with press 1P.
That was a Mitchell decision.
Mitchell
That was
Manja
not-
was fined by myself.
That was
for
not
his
us.
actions and his entrance with Press 1P.
Yeah, he's on
He had a
thin
lot
ice.
of fines that weekend.
Yeah, he fell under the charm.
Knowledge.
Let's talk about Mr. Rumble real quick. When Mr. Rumble was coming up on the scene, who was the first people to offer him a spot in the tournament? Anybody can remember that?
That would be
I'd be
Brad in the big meaty
the
invitational.
big meaty invitational. And I'm going to go out and do this right now for Mr. Rumble. If you want it, you have an invitation for BMI 2.
Oh, wow.
That's right, Mr. Rumble. You have the first invite
Oh,
live here on
baby.
stream. We would love to have you again. And I think this time, with a year under your belt and more experience than a title belt reign you have going on right now, I think you got a real shot of taking down the BMI.
Absolutely.
I have breaking news.
Uh-oh.
7-6. Real beaters.
Oh?
Oh, wow.
Is that a win? Is that
I believe that's a win to the finals.
So that is a win. As the Ace Championship match,
I think
was
you're
getting ready to
right.
Go. It was 6-5 as they were about to go on. It was 6-6.
Are you telling me that they lost because Chuck got his ass whooped for an entire week straight?
Dang.
That's incredible. I have to talk. I have to hit up Mr. Cram and apologize for Chuck's actions. Because it's unacceptable for him.
Coach
to be
Brad, you
in
can go
such
ahead and
position.
announce that Team Booker is up 4-0 against Team Grumpsville.
I don't like to count my chickens before they hatch, but I'm just saying that our captain team, James Booker, hasn't played. Our number one pick, the boss, has not played. And the second round
Who's
pick,
dodging me,
Coach Brad, has not played yet in this Olympics matchup. And we are up 4-0 over the Grumps team. The Republic of Booker Mania. Hey, Jeff McPeak, you better be making good on your candy shop talk prediction, because I don't think it's going to come true, because there's no way you're going to 2-0 me.
Chuck, you're not we down. We down and out.
I need him to come on here. We got to talk to him.
We gotta talk to
Chuck.
Chuck.
We got to talk to
the
Chuck.
invite, Rambo. Let's
I got
get
it.
Chuck in here.
We get to a big ass head in here.
Let's get Chuck in here.
I
Let's
don't
thank
think we got
Simon.
enough camera space for his big
Oh, we
head.
do,
That's
baby.
fine.
I got
We
it
need
set
to
up.
make more space. Let's thank Simon for coming on tonight, and we'll bring
Mr.
Chuck
Simon,
in
we gotta
after
get
him.
you out of here.
Simon,
Love
thank
you,
you
bud.
so much
Like
for
the
coming
little,
by, brother.
Ron Rumble?
Congratulations on your Tri-State Championship. We are also big fans of Split. He has some of the
Absolutely.
best production work. He is the
All right, man.
production in the Star
I
Making Productions.
listen, Piglet. Before I go, I just want to say
Absolutely.
congratulations to the Mop Boys on winning the titles. It was amazing. I have been waiting for you boys to get that. One of my favorite tag teams
Thank you,
in
sir.
the LFF. I
Your
wish you guys.
faction.
I wish
The OG
GMM. I wish GMM was was as big of a fan of the Tri-State champs as you guys are. But she'll get over it. By the way, GMM, your peace offering is in the mail. All right.
Hey, you will always be the Universal to our Disney, my friend. Have a good night.
Sweet. Anyway, thank you boys for having me on. You guys have a good night.
Bye.
Just use my belt as a little camera holder.
Love me that guy. Love me some Simon.
Simon Davner puts in the work day in and day out. A workhorse. No longer a jobber. Now
No
a
longer Simon
workhouse.
Denver.
Now a
Yeah.
workhouse of the Hollywood heavyweight division.
Absolutely.
Do we have the big-headed freak coming on or not?
Stop
I'm
it.
trying. He
Stop
will.
that.
He
Stop
has not
what?
checked the message yet, but
Stop
Oh
what?
my
If
god.
he's your baby bird, never mind.
Charles, where you
That's
at?
getting a bit too graphic here. I've had quite a bit of rosé, but I mean, if that's your baby bird and you know, if that head came out of you, my God, Candyman, you're a warrior,
no.
a true warrior,
Oh,
the
no.
Candyman.
I really am a warrior,
A
man.
true warrior.
Well, Piglet,
Yo,
news.
that's so
Candyman, what's
funny.
your favorite
looks
part
like
about
Dr.
being a top star of Big Picture Premium? What do you like about Big Picture Premium? Do you miss being independent or what?
Picture premium is like having a bunch of older brothers that are gonna kick people's ass if they're mean to you.
Mhm.
But it's also a bunch of older brothers that you have to kind of answer to when like you didn't listen to mom or dad, you know. So I like being part of Big Picture Premium. I've gotten to know some of you a lot better. Phil, for example, you and I didn't get much time together in the beginning, and we've gotten to hang out privately and have talks and shoot the shit. So that's been awesome. And then Big Guy, you and I go way fucking back. Like Big Guy was my protection when I first joined this game. I had an all-female faction. Big Guy was our security. So I love you guys.
What an asshole, bro. I stepped in.
That's crazy.
You know what? First off, congratulations, Piglet, for winning the
Thank
tag
you.
titles.
Thank you. I did get the
Congratulations,
pin,
Coach
didn't I?
Brad.
I
You
did get
did.
the
Of
pin.
course you did.
Of course,
Duh.
I rolled the power to win the game, didn't I, Chuck? You knew it was
Obviously.
done.
I knew it
The
was over
world
as soon
tag
as the
team
power.
champion.
It was over. Congratulations, Coach Brad, Deep South champion.
/ fourth place maybe in the Olympics, Chuck. I mean, you
That's
don't
crazy, Chuck. That you let all of the fucking grumpy groupies down, brother.
No, how? That
That's
didn't happen.
crazy. You know how happy Colby Cram was that you and him could be grump buddies? And
We
you just let him
are.
down?
We are.
You
We
just
are.
let him down?
Look, we ran into some tough times. Hey, let's set
You
the
had a
record
tough
straight.
month, brother.
I beat Leo the next night to go 1-1 this round. So 5-1, not a bad time. You know, I would say I was the MVP of the team by and far. I can only do so much by what can you do?
Chuck.
Chuck,
Brian, fuck
hold on.
you, bro.
You're not gonna congratulate.
Hell no! Congratulations, Piglet, once again on the tag
Thank
title
you.
win, baby.
Thank you, Chuck.
Wait, Chuck. So now that now that this is over, do you think you should like tell the community about this long-term plan you had?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think it's just not. It was never meant to be, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
Okay.
just not meant to be. Sad times. But you know what? Congratulations, Drew. You know, I
Real
guess
beaters.
congrats to Mr. Pollywood though. Like he did beat my ass a little bit.
Can we
Sunday.
talk about that? Let's talk about that. It's set in a little bit
Who hasn't
now.
beat your ass this week?
That's a fair point, right? For real, it's not that big. Look, the last 2 weeks was some sort of bizarro ass land. I don't know what was going on.
Chuck Luck sucks. There
It's
you go.
okay,
There's a
Chucky.
t-shirt right there.
You ain't got to explain yourself to
I
nobody.
know. Well,
That's
hey,
right.
it's coming back.
It's
I'm
explained
feeling
right
it.
there with this comment right here. Look, Chuck.
8 to a 10. I see that shit, bro. Who let that? What is that? Tornado, Mr.
Who is G Eagle, anyways?
That
That's
is
Trey.
Trey.
Yeah.
Oh, Trey. Were me, Trey, and Brad all number 73?
I think so.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Baby.
Well done.
That's weird.
Well done. Is it
Oh,
weird
yeah.
or is it like a sacred bond
I
of
don't
love?
know. That's too ironic.
No, big offensive
No,
line.
ironic. That's Nick Nimble and Rowdy Ron.
Yes, I know.
They can wear 73. I can guarantee that.
Guys, I've drank a
I
lot of this
did not.
rosé. I'm going to let you guys take over the show for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing a great
No,
job.
you're doing great. You're the,
Fantastic.
that's the
Don't
guy
you-
from the south.
Oh, gosh, I've almost drank the full bottle.
Yes,
Ooh,
sir.
there you
Hell
go,
yeah,
baby.
brother.
Hey.
Celebration.
That's it.
Well,
That's
drink the
all
rest
there's
of it.
left. We did a whole bottle of rosé tonight, folks.
Absolutely.
Going, brother.
The
Wait,
comment
why
you're
do you
saying
have
is not
both
your
belts?
dice.
Why do you have both belts, Piglet? Why doesn't Brian have his?
Because
Well,
Paige
this
takes
is-
honor.
This is the first off. My wife loves the belts, so
Right.
winning
That's
two
fine.
matching was probably her favorite thing ever. But this is our official press conference table.
Oh.
Therefore, we have both belts. I also have my Border Wars 2024 championship medal, like Rambo Apocalypse. I got the bubbly. I got the party nuts. I got the beautiful white tablecloth. and we got Candy Ma'am on stream right now.
And a real thing is,
Excellent.
over the years of all the random belts I've won, Paige just likes them, so I just leave them there. He's only like
Oh, that's cute. That's really cute.
so Paige takes pride in her belts.
The real reason is Piglet did twice the work, so he deserves
Oh.
twice the belts. All right,
Really?
let's just
I
be
did get the
real.
pin.
Let's just be real.
Chuck, you know what? I'm not gonna let you divide the mop boys. Congrats, Matt,
Yeah,
for pinning
First of
Thank
all,
you.
Chuck,
PT.
I'm trying to get in there, bro. I'm trying to look for
Somebody
a crack,
mute him.
bro.
right click his ass and mute him.
Go
He's talking
ahead,
too
baby.
goddamn much. Anyways, Chuck, first and foremost, this was all Johnny Korea's grand plan. You see how he gave up the hardcore title to the Possum King? Do you see why this is all grand design? Because these LFF GMs are so afraid of multi-champions. But he comes out and then gets this tag team opportunity and he doesn't miss. It's just so obvious. This was all a part of the plan, because who wants a fucking hardcore title besides Mikey Nichols? No one.
Speaking of,
Is that
Double champs.
My God.
look at here.
Literally.
Maybe a triple champs if we finally get Ironic settled out.
Eddie Fury.
That's right.
And you got a match coming up too. You got any words for that cringe in the chat?
Guys, I'm going to bed. Good night. I love you all.
Have a good night, Candy Man.
Congratulations, Mop Boys.
Congratulations to you for having the greatest tag team champions of all time.
Thank you. I am a reflection of my champs, so I'm living my best life. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so I'm just looking forward to getting rid of the Wolf Guardian. I don't like him. He's a pervert. And like a lot of you are perverts, but you're cool perverts, and he's a nerd pervert. So
I mean, Chuck's a cross-dresser. We don't make fun of him.
No.
Whoa.
I look beautiful.
Whoa, Johnny Cancel.
Hey.
Whoa. Whoa.
Dial it back.
All right, this isn't
Real-
North Korea, okay? You're allowed to do that.
Wait
here.
a
I just want
minute.
to say,
allowed to
check
do
out
that here.
SRGPC who the champion is. It's Piglet and it's not Johnny Korea. I'll just say that much.
Crazy. What belt are you facing the Wolf Guardian for? Is it the Interstellar guy? Is it one of his fucking weird belts? What belt is it?
It's probably the one with Chuck's big ass forehead.
The mother of his child, belt.
Wow. The big ass forehead.
I don't even know. He's got.
Ready?
That's why he's quarantining it. And I want that on the Candy Shop Talks the week before. I want to see him, make sure that belt is hermetically sealed in its own room, quarantined for at least a week before our match.
Are you gonna make him wash it?
It's gonna be. I'm giving it. It's gonna be disinfected. I got to give it at least a 30-day quarantine before I can touch it, which is why it starts a week before the match.
That's
Listen,
fair.
we can let you borrow business time, Ben, one more time to get that negotiation wrote down in the contract for this title match if you need us to.
Oh, we got it. We got
Got
it.
it? All right.
I'm tight with Alexander Slamilton and with T. So
Oh, for sure.
we were checking out on that. T actually has some head surgery on the 27th, so there's a possibility we were going to move the match. But T says he'll be up and about on the 30th. He'll at least be able to watch.
Oh, no kidding.
That's good.
Good
Good.
grief.
Best wishes to T. Hope it goes all well for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same with Rowdy Ron. I feel bad for him. He's having a rough time.
Yeah,
but
Ronnie's going.
we got to get our match done. It's been like months and months and months that we're like supposed to have this number one contenders match, and we're like, we got to have it sooner or later.
Yeah, instead I gotta face the second best BTS in the world.
Who? Well, maybe. That's not
Are you
bad.
saying you're better
That's
than
not bad.
the number
Second
one
best
BTS?
ain't
Chuck, you might
bad.
get canceled before
Yeah,
you
that's
play
why I
the game.
stopped, bro. They crazy.
You want to fight the army? Go
Hell
ahead.
I don't
no.
think BTS exists in North
I
Korea.
think that's
I don't know
also
if that's a
true,
thing.
Big
No, North Korea or North Korea.
I don't
BTS
know.
exists everywhere.
I don't know. I don't know if they exist in North Korea.
Nah, we have
Like-
some chance. We sneak in their music.
So, when, I don't want to dampen y'all celebration, but God, I cannot
up,
wait
Cat?
just to bust Johnny Korea's ass with like 14 finishes in our tag title match. I'm just gonna crush this guy. I'm
glad
not
you
gonna
said
throw a
something.
single card at
The
Big.
problem is
I'm
I'll
glad you
be
said that.
right there, Chuck. And just
not-
like Eddie Fury and Split, we played Chuck and Zach at Grand Gathering in the top cuts.
We did.
And Chuck, why don't you say it? Why don't you tell people who won that match?
All right, so that's fair. That's fair. All right, so I guess the true story is that we lost. It was a pretty close match. Who killed it? Who did you hit us with?
I hit you with the jumping pile driver.
Was it me you hit?
Yes.
Oh, that's why I can't remember it. I blocked it out of my mind. That's an awful memory.
That sounds good, Johnny Korea.
The Nightmare King
That
makes
sounds
an
good.
excellent point. He won a birdcage with Piglet, and Chuck can't win a match. That's
Come
an
on, Michael.
excellent,
What the hell, bro?
excellent point, Mikey. Wow, this guy really knows his stuff.
You really
He's
think you're going to take
crazy.
these from us, Chuck?
I mean, I would look good with those.
Let me
Not
tell
as
you,
good as I
Chuck,
do.
On your head.
Not as good as I do. Look at my bubbly, Look
Piglet,
at my,
you look great
my
with them. That's
champagne
fair.
chains.
I don't know if I will look as good as you with those.
I
belts.
doubt it.
Chuck, I'll
But
tell you,
I'll die.
I like the Mop Boys, but I'm rooting for you because it'll be a lot easier to take the belts off of you.
Thank
than
you.
Oh, my
Wait, hold
God.
on, wait. What
That's
do
a
you
good point.
mean, bro? I'm not gonna
Hey,
sit
That's a
there
fair
and
point.
let
Hey,
you
he's
insult my
honest.
partner.
That's a
I
fair
hope you
point
beat him.
because,
I
we
hope
already
you beat him with a
Andy Fury
Crowd
in
Beater
2012.
08. Okay.
I would love to. Listen, I'm not gonna let you talk about Zach. You got to remember, I'm still in the match, Eddie Fury. You gotta get through me. Impossible.
Chuck,
Well-
everything's been going through you right now. It's not impossible.
Man,
It's been bad, man.
You're
It's
like-
been great.
you're like gas station sushi, Chuck. Like, it just goes on. Everybody's just going on through you, bro.
You know,
I'm
I
sorry.
love a good $5
You're
sushi.
easier than
I'm not gonna lie.
Casey title belts.
You don't need $5 sushi. You don't need
Publix
meat.
every Wednesday, $5 sushi.
Bro, you don't even eat meat with bones on it.
That's true. I do not do that.
Come on, champ. Shoot Rambo a DM. Let's get you in here so you can get this bum Chuck, no belt Chuck off our stream.
Oh snap! We got somebody look right here that wants in.
Commissioner,
Oh.
We got a
I'm just so
couple minutes.
confused
We
how
gotta call it at
You had the
1
greatest pinnacle, and then you're just
hour.
Yeah, get Chuck
Oh,
out of here
real
so we
beater
can get one
shit
more
talk.
guest
Let's
in.
hear it. We're sitting.
I love y'all.
Goodbye, Chuck.
Goodbye.
See you, Chuck.
see you,
Get
Chuck.
out of here. All right.
Get Chuck
let me
out of
get
here
the-
so we can get one more special guest
Yes, let's get
for our
the
celebration.
victory. Yes.
And just like his matches, Chuck is gone.
Ooh, can't even defend himself.
He lasted way longer in the Zoom call than his matches.
That is true.
Or
No,
whatever.
not
call
true.
this
Not
is.
against the game against what's his face.
Real beater
Oh.
shit talking
You can
incoming.
ask Paul,
I'm here
or you can
for
ask
this.
Piglet. I fell asleep and woke up and that game was still going.
No, we don't need that one.
Oh, we got new viewers? Oh, wow. I love myself a good bot.
Wait, Will, you don't like be Dr. Mongoose 78?
Right, I know. But we do appreciate the sub that Prize Fighter just gave out to Trey. We appreciate you doing
Oh,
that.
thank you,
He
Price.
gave it a tray.
Gentleman.
Oh, that's
What
right.
a gentleman.
You couldn't subscribe on
Hell
your own? Huh? 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 You don't like
Appreciate
us
the
enough?
Prize
Huh?
Fighter.
All right, that's fair.
All
Is
right.
this guy joining us?
He's
Where's
supposed to be joining
real
us.
beater?
The real beater. He got the invite.
We need Mr. Beater in here.
Oh, he's
stat.
coming in. Rambo, when is your match with a Misfit?
That's a great question. Currently, Misfit is at some spa. Like, he clicks on the second page of Google or something. Like, I don't know exactly what's going on with him, but maybe eventually he'll show back up, because right now, let's be honest, the lights are just a little too bright for him right now,
Maybe
because
true.
he called his shot and he was probably thinking, there's no way Phil won't give me what I'm actually asking for.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked for it, and now he's thinking, oh shit, what have I done? And that's the reason he's hiding
He
right
wanted
now.
to talk about it, but not be about
We
it. I think,
are
Rambo.
looking for September 9th to be the date of the next pay-per-view.
Oh, earlier than I expected.
Not bad, not bad.
I will say, it's starting
September to remember, huh, Phil?
September to remember.
September to remember too.
Misfit is earning my respect a little bit with this championship run. He is taking out some big names on the way, but it stops with the apocalypse.
Facts.
All right,
We
Rambo.
don't
Rambo,
know.
let me ask you a question, because this
Yes.
is interesting. I would like to hear your answer to this question. Now, of course, we believe that you're going to handle the Misfit no problem.
Of course.
Sure.
Would you say that he's had a really solid Hollywood heavyweight title run?
Absolutely. He's put the belt, on his back essentially, that he's done things a little bit different. I've heard people just trash him, saying, I hate his fucking cartoons. I don't think they're entertaining. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people. Like, this dude is grinding. He's doing his own thing. He's not just going out in his fucking car and cutting a promo like some of these other jabronis around here. He's actually doing something creative for a change and not just regurgitating the same old shit every single time. And he knew to elevate that belt where he wants it to be, he's got to go through me. But that's going to be where Icarus flies too close to the sun.
Now, let me ask you the tough question, because, you know, I'm a media mogul. I know how to ask the tough questions. Does the Misfit have a better resume than Yasmin?
So it's still very early in Yasmin's title reign. I don't really think it would be considerable to really judge that, especially off of not discrediting Eddie Fury at all, but the champions he's faced is not to the caliber of the John Pulverino, the loudmouth Leo Larynx, those kind of people that she's gone through.
He did have a win against Bob Dunn.
Yeah,
and the big guy.
Absolutely. So
there is our defending.
Yeah, I got a championship. I defended my cringe belt earlier.
Yeah.
Listen,
welcome to the party, Drew, and make it quick because we're getting ready to close it down.
Hey, listen, John Pulverino, he all right, but you see what happens whenever the brain goes walking. The Just Business people ain't shit. We win 7-6. I was a little afraid that Lord of the Dance would go 0 because he went 0 for 3 against Big Guy's team.
I have a cryptic question for you.
He finally won one belt. Or he won one game, and it was the clincher.
Clutched up.
Drew, about what time today did you secure your win? Did it just happen?
It literally just happened. It was like 20 minutes ago.
I can't say why, but I was
Drew.
Drew. Hey, I'm not sure what the origin of it was, but
Drew, you're welcome. Okay.
Hey.
You had to send him the Big Guy to get the right training and get the snot beat out of him.
Oh my God.
So that you guys can go on to the next round and get the dub.
Listen, I was so proud. It was a coaching moment. He threw away his finished sub after he did the SRG equivalent of putting the gun to his head and saying, "This may kill me," and then pulling the trigger 7 times. Yeah, he did that and cost him a game. He said, "Drew, this may kill me," and then I just unmuted, said, "Yeah, it did." But yeah, it was such a close series. Everybody went 1-1 except for poor Colby. Colby hit 2 finishes on Jeff and botched both of them.
No,
it came down to the last one against Loudmouth. He and Loudmouth had a really good game too.
So Drew, on the other side of the bracket, it is 4-1 Team Booker. Out of the side, which one do you want to see? Remember, you got a representative from both team here. So
I absolutely want Steve Reska in the finals. Are you shitting me? Like, I get to play Steve in the finals. It's the easiest dub I've ever gotten.
Crazy.
Fair enough. I will try to help you make that dream come true, okay?
And I'm just happy that I ended up splitting with John because I bamboozled the shit out of him in one of our games, but I botched the finish roll. So I'm just happy that we ended up splitting.
So we have a comment saying that you're afraid of the Grump. That's the reason you want to play Steve Resk is because you are afraid.
I ain't afraid of shit, big head. Get out of here. You ain't even in the Olympics.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh my God! I'll hit him with a shovel too.
I was about to say, you ain't got to worry about it. El Cybernetico's never far behind when Chuck shows up, and then he gets real quiet like Debo.
Crazy old big head just cannot handle the metal head.
Ladies and gentlemen,
no Brett.
It's been a hell of a celebration. We did our celebratory hour. The Underhoss has drank an entire bottle of champagne to himself.
I sure have, folks.
It's time for us to get the hell out of here.
Time to call it a night.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us and joining our celebration of champions.
I appreciate you having me
on.
out.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you.
Stay tuned tomorrow for a deep down, baby.
we are going to raid Jessica Havoc. So if you will, stay with us, and we will be gone.
Play us that Ignite outro.
Just out with the
We
Ignite
want
song.
the Ignite outro, baby.
Play that outro for me
It's a
real
good
quick,
one.
Rambo. I
Play
love
us
that
out.
one.
You got it, baby. Let's do it. We'll see you next time. Later, Mark and Markettes.